Hey, good morning, folks. It is time for our daily ministry update, and just wanted to touch base, say that we miss you all, and we are looking forward to the day in which we can all be together. Want to continue pointing you towards the daily digital email content, daily digital content email that has a Bible studies, a music ministry, children's ministry, youth ministry, all kinds of information there. And each day this week, as you watch this, want to give you an update about something that we are building here at the church and a ministry that we are launching into, and that's called Stephen Ministries. We've been talking about this for a couple years. You might have even gone to some of the first introductory meetings and informational meetings of this. Our movement, our Stephen Ministries, is being led by Daniel Munoz and Artcel Ruiz, both longtime members of our congregation, and I'll say more about them tomorrow. But why Stephen Ministries? We, as a congregation, are large enough that the pastoral care for our congregation can't just be handled by our pastors. For the last number of years, it's largely been handled by our pastors, myself, Pastor Francisco, and he was here, Pastor Luis, and we are indebted to our retired pastors for the work that they do in this area as well, and all of that will continue. But what we recognize we need is more a system of congregational care, that the pastors are doing crisis work and doing a good portion of the care, but there's care that goes to from the congregation to one another. And you do this great in informal ways, but we want to formalize some of it. So Stephen Ministries is a worldwide ministry. It's been going for decades now. They train lay people and care for lay people in this way, and it's a wonderful ministry. Underneath this video, in the description box, you can see a link to Stephen Ministries where you can read more about that. You can also see a video that of a testimonial about Stephen Ministries and the impact that it's had in different people's lives. Think about the people who go through some sort of crisis. A loved one dies, they lose a job, they lose a relationship. Oftentimes we can provide for them crisis care in that moment, but what we know is that grief and anxiety and fear around crisis, it lasts for a long time. What if the people in our congregation had someone who was trained, a layperson trained, to walk through them over the long haul? That we don't just care for them in the crisis, but we care for them over the long-term effects of that crisis. That's the kind of care that we want to provide, and that's what Stephen Ministries trains us and equips us to do. And so I invite you to take a look at that description box, get a little more information, and begin praying now whether this is something that you think you might want to be a part of. God bless you. Have a good day.